alternating current AC and its peak value. So by the term alternating current, we mean to such a current which has a constant amplitude and continuously changing magnitude and periodically changing its direction. How do we obtain an alternating current? In order to understand it, let me consider the working of AC generator. In AC generator, we place a laminated coil in a uniform magnetic field, and in this situation, if we consider the coil to be at this position, and now the coil will rotate with an angular velocity omega to the amount of magnetic flux that will be associated with this coil. In terms of this magnetic flux, if we use Faraday's second law to obtain the value of induced EMF, E equivalent to minus d phi over dt, it will be equivalent to minus d over dt in place of phi, B dot A equivalent to minus d over dt. B dot A means B A cos theta equivalent to, here the coil is rotating with an angular velocity omega, then angular velocity is defined as angle subtended per unit time, or theta equivalent to omega t. So in place of this theta, we can write omega t. Minus d over dt induced EMF equivalent to BA cos omega t. It will be equivalent to minus d over dt. BA is constant, so we can take the strength of magnetic field being constant, it can be taken out. Area of the coil is also constant. So we will be having the differentiation of cos omega t. Now, the differentiation of cos omega t, the nature of omega t as we discussed here is of angle, and we are differentiating it with respect to time. So differentiation will take place in two steps. First, we will differentiate cosine omega t, then omega t. So differentiation of cos omega t will be minus sine omega t into differentiation of omega t with respect to time. So differentiation of omega t will be omega, so minus minus plus, to be a omega sine omega t. So at any time the induced EMF, or if we use Ohm's law, then I equivalent to E upon R. So induced EMF or current will be equivalent to B A omega sine omega t upon R. So how much will be this current will depend. B A omega and R, where R is the resistance of the coil, they all are constant, fixed. So how does this omega t changes? Now, so when this coil is at this position, plane of the coil is perpendicular to the magnetic field, then the angle between magnetic field and area vector, the area of the coil is perpendicular to the magnetic field, but we know the direction of area vector is perpendicular to the area of the coil. So at this time, the direction of area vector will be along the direction of magnetic field. So at this time, sine omega t means angle between the area vector and magnetic field will be 0. So I equivalent to BA omega upon R sine omega t is 0. So sine 0 degree, it means I will be 0. So at this time when plane of the coil is perpendicular to the magnetic field, current will be 0. When plane of the coil has rotated by an angle omega t, so then the area vector will also rotate by an angle omega t. So at this time, angle subtended by the area vector with the direction of magnetic field will be omega t. So current will be now I equivalent to B A omega upon R sine omega t, and sine omega t will not be 0 here. So the value of current will increase, and this value of current will be maximum when this plane of the coil will rotate by 90 degree. Let us see. So when plane of the coil rotates by 90 degree, area vector would be making an angle 90 degree with the direction of magnetic field, and at this time I will be, so when omega t equivalent to pi by 2, then I will be equivalent to n, it will be B A omega upon R into sine omega t will be 1. So at this time current will be at its maximum value. So this value of current is called its peak value. Now when the plane of coil has rotated by half rotation, means by an angle of 180 degree, its area vector has now come in this direction, it is pointing in this direction. So at this time this area vector is making an angle of 180 degree with the direction of magnetic field. So at this time I will be, so when omega t equivalent to pi, then I equivalent to B A omega upon R into sine, pi means sine 180 degree, and sine 180 is 0, so current will again be 0. So when angle was 0, current was 0, it increased and it became maximum at pi by 2 angle, and at 180 degree it has again become 0. Now what will happen when further this coil rotates? When the plane of coil has rotated by 270 degree, then area vector will also make an angle of 270 degree, means 3 pi by 2 with the direction of magnetic field. And at this time at 270 degree or 3 pi by 2, sine theta becomes -1. So means sine is changing direction. It means when omega t equivalent to 3 pi by 2, then I equivalent to B A omega upon R into sine 3 pi by 2, and sine 3 pi by 2 is -1, so minus B A omega upon R. So current is again maximum, it is equivalent to when it was the angle was 90 degree. The magnitude of current is same, but it is now negative. Now when the plane of this coil has completed its one rotation, then its area vector will also complete one rotation, and at this time this area vector would be making an angle of 2 pi or 360 degree with the direction of magnetic field. So at this time I will be equivalent to B A omega upon R sine 360 or 2 pi, and current will again become 0. So what we find that when omega t equivalent to 0 degree means area vector was in the direction of magnetic field, current was 0. When coil starts rotating and up to 90 degree, current increases, and when omega t is 90 degree, current becomes BA omega upon R and it is maximum. Then from 90 to 180 degree of rotation of coil, current reduces and again becomes 0 at 180 degree. After that, when coil rotates from 180 to 270, current again increases but in opposite direction, and at 270 degree current again becomes maximum but it is negative. And when coil completes its one rotation, then area vector makes an angle of 2 pi with the direction of magnetic field and current also again becomes 0. Now if we plot a curve, a graph between current and angle, then at 0 degree current is 0 and at 90 degree or pi by 2 current reaches to its maximum value. Then at pi current again becomes 0. Now when angle increases from pi to 3 pi by 2 means 270, current again becomes maximum 3 pi by 2, and at 2 pi current again becomes 0. So we can also convert this curve between current and angle with respect to current and time. So then when we convert it with respect to time, so then current becomes maximum at T by 4. 1/4 of the cycle gets completed. Current becomes 0 at T by 2. Current changes its direction and again becomes maximum at 3T by 4, and current becomes again 0 at T. So it is called one time period, and the number of such waves formed in 1 second is called the frequency of AC, and frequency of AC in India is 50 Hertz. So here we find that current is constantly changing from 0 to its maximum value, and this maximum value of current is called its peak value, and this peak value has got same amplitude in both the directions when current is positive or current is negative. And this peak value of current is BA omega upon R, and if we take n number of turns in the coil, then the value of peak value of current will be NBA omega upon R. So this is the peak value of current, and it will be having a constant amplitude throughout. So we can also understand it as I equivalent to BA omega upon R sin omega t. So now I will tend to I maximum, or it is called peak value when. So when this expression will be maximum when sin omega t is maximum plus minus 1. So I will tend to I maximum will be equivalent to plus minus sin omega t is plus minus 1, so plus minus B A omega upon R. So this is the peak value of AC. That's all.